call again, Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal. Coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it. 325.
He might want another play. To the air. It's Allard. Makes the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your record.
There he goes. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quick release by the QB. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
The Ducks are on the move. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
That's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Looking for an open area to his left. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try to get outside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it.
It's a running room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. On the run, it's Hughes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Oh, that's frustrating for a defense. Third and long, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch them off guard. First down for the offense.
And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The receiver on the jet sweep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Moore. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad... in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Aller. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Whittington.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. There he goes! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dillon Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes were at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Moore to the air. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. This drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Running through contact. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense gets set for second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. He's running free down the middle. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Calls his own number. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll run the option. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw for it. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Find some fresh air. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. to the air. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Wide open spaces.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. Got some room, entered the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner is stopped. This drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got room to work. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Got got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick catch on third down. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Man, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Aller. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. snap. It's Moore. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throws it back. He'll pull it down, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Allard. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
To the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got it. First down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in.
Pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 25 on the play.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Moore to the air. And his throw is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going up top again. Looking left. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now saving the...
He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Denied, no good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Third down coming up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On Direct snap. It's Moore. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Moore. He's going up top here late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The pull and throw off Youngyo. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Allen. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Power football with the run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you...
It's a seam wide open. He's finally heard it out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the